Hello, my lovey, and welcome to another episode of the ZFG Living Podcast, your source for information on all things mindset, mental health, and Mel. What? You know it. I'm here to help you. And today we're talking about entrepreneurial exploits. I, for example, am an entrepreneur. I have my own business. And we're going to talk about how mindset plays a part in that because very basically, if you can't see yourself as a professional whatever, in this case, entrepreneur, you're going to prevent yourself from getting that. And that's when all the woo about vision boards and reprogramming your subconscious and all of those things come into play because our subconscious wants nothing better than to see us stay the way we are because we have a proven track record of being alive. So our lovely lizard brain, that pre-linguistic part of our brain that percolates and simmers with all of this nutter butters bullshittery, that is going to strive very hard to keep us stuck, to keep us where we were. We're going to dive into the power of mindset in entrepreneurial pursuits. And I've navigated the roller coaster of being an entrepreneur. And, some months you're just like, I shall be a millionaire forthwith. You're just like, I like living indoors. Can I keep doing that, please? So it definitely is a space where we get to reassure ourselves, reassure that subconscious that, the inner critic, who I call Karen, let Karen know, yo, back off. That's not true. I'm not a failure. I'm not unloved. I'm not unable to provide wisdom to people. I'm not unworthy. And by reassuring ourselves, on the reg, like as in incessantly, whenever those little voices pop up, we get to really show ourselves and prove to ourselves that we are this gorgeous miracle. And yeah, we are worthy. So, one thing that happens, with mindset is people think it's just about positive thinking. Like, oh, just think of it better and everything will be fine. Okay, that's not true. But it is about the lens through which we view challenges, failures, opportunities, all of the stuff. And like, think of it as the compass that guides our decisions and actions in the entrepreneurial journey. And you might have guessed, this works for any journey. It can be an emotional journey. It can be a, volunteer journey, a food journey, a health journey, a self-love journey. All of these things, the same, all of these things can be helped with the same tools. But we do have to define who we are right now and who we know we can be and really know it and fall in love with it. That's the emotional thing, right? Because the pre-linguistic brain, you can say all the words you want, but until you connect that amazing, gorgeous, juicy feeling of love to it, it may not stick. For instance, I felt like a terrible failure when I got sacked from my job at a CPA firm. And yet I still felt relief. And so I was able to tug those strands apart from each other and understand that you can have a failure and you can then look at it as an opportunity. And it was. That's what got me going full time in ZFG Living. And I'm sorry, but making people understand their amazing innate powers, worthiness, abilities, and just how wonderful this world is, I mean, that's oh so much more meaningful to me than helping people save money on their tax returns. So, part of that is, embracing failure, like I just said, but you also get to cultivate grit. Gorgeous grit. No grit, no pearl, baby. Lustrous, beautiful pearls are made because there's just some kind of funky grit trash inside of an oyster. And grit is the perseverance and the passion for long-term goals, even when in the short term things are, perhaps a bit of a shit storm. And I say in my like most fabulous Brit accent. But when we embody grit, that's when we're pushing through obstacles with unwavering determination. We don't know how, but we know that we can. And it's just a steady push Might be a little petite nervous breakdown in there a bit, but then you pick yourself up and you keep the steady push until you find that way. It's like how water will find a crack or like a pinhole. It's like you've got the water pushing, pushing, pushing. And then on the other side, you'll start to see little bits of, like a little trickle, a little seepage, but the water is finding its way through, even though it seems like it's a totally solid wall. And so use imagery like that to help you when things are just looking like a real rough and impossible, to help motivate you to stick with what you're doing and to understand that whatever it is that you're selling, whatever it is that your business does, whether it's service or product, that it's a function of finding that gorgeous, crystal clear message and presenting it in a way that entices your clients. Another part of mindset, and I hesitate to even use the word, but is having a mindset of abundance. Okay. And whether you connect into that from the physics, quantum physics sort of a view, or you connect into that from a, words make your truth, but when you truly believe that everything you want is available to you and is indeed already on its way to you, then you operate in the confidence that it takes to make that happen. So it's a bit like the cart before the horse, but it works. And that's part of why vision boards are so good. I love doing vision boards with my clients. And it's a delight because often when, after we do some meditation exercises and, a bit of journaling and a bit of like really unearthing what is your actual vision and why, because it's the why, baby. That's where you connect in and you get to be awash in this gorgeous abundance that it's just not possible to fail.